I'm Chris. That's Tyler. The Browns lost yesterday, but they do not deserve our attention to start the show. It was an exciting stretch. It's been an exciting stretch for the Guardians, and they are now, six and a half games back at Detroit. We are on the home stretch. I believe there's 13 games remaining, including 6 versus Detroit. Tarek Skubal, their ace, has the little injury, we think, but it's in radio silence. We don't know what's going on over there. But there is at least enough belief in the Guardians for us to open up with them, and then we're going to get to the Browns. Tyler, give me your thoughts.
It's a lot of fun. I think this stretch of baseball that they're playing is extremely fun. They're just coming up with all the clutch hits when they need them. Bo Naylor drove in all 3 runs yesterday.
Yeah.
In their win. Who had that on their bingo card?
Nobody.
The pitching staff is pitching fantastic. I mean, I can't even tell you the last time I saw a Cleveland team get more out of less. I mean, I just think like there's been so much more talent on a pitching staff than this one, and they're just balling out of control. I mean, this is their last 10 games. They've given up 2, 1, 0, 2, 4, 0, 2, 1, 2, 1. I mean,
they're dialed right now, dude.
That's getting it done.
I mean, they're getting it done, and it's honestly like it's weird because it feels overpowering and dominant. It doesn't feel like nails in traffic, to me at least. I don't know how you feel.
No, they've been very efficient. And the crazy thing is, you know what it is? I don't have the numbers in front of me. This is just like my naked eye and me.
The coach eye. You could say, dog, you were a coach.
My coach eye, but it's like I really feel like they've cut down the walks.
Yeah,
it's just amazing how that works when you just throw strikes and not give up free bases.
When you don't give up walks, you can give up contact.
Yeah.
It's the walks and contact that hurts you. Like, you can be a high walks guy if you're a high volume strikeout guy, but you can't be a high walks guy if you're a contact guy, because inevitably, like, things will get icky for you at times.
Yeah. So they're pitching so well. They're clutch hitting. Rocchio is playing well. Kefis is coming up clutch. Jose Ramirez is starting to like kick it into gear, and I think he very much knows what the situation is.
Well, you can tell he's swinging the bat like he sees the finish line. And, like, that's something that's, like, hard to keep up for a while, right? Like when you go through these long stretches where you guys aren't scoring any runs and it feels like things get out of reach, it's hard to keep swinging that bat and stay super locked in when you cannot see the finish line. Now the finish line is right there, big dog. Like, 6 games back, and you got 6 games against Detroit. Like, you can see the finish line.
Yeah. I mean, I want to pull up the projected starters real quick here. I wish I would have had this before we started, but
no, you're good.
Because it's just like somebody different is contributing every night. And that's been the best part, So tomorrow, like the first of 6 games against Detroit, we're at Detroit. Joey Cantillo versus Casey Mize.
Casey Mize can pitch now, but like Joey Cantillo is like put together some good starts, some feel comfortable starts.
Then we have Logan Allen versus Jack Flaherty. And then Thursday is Gavin Williams versus Tarek Skubal. And we'll see if Tarek Skubal pitches.
Yeah, the way he grabbed the side, it didn't look very good.
The thing that should make every Detroit fans nervous is that nobody said a word.
No, nobody said.
Nobody knows.
It's been 0 dark 30, and of course, like, we're gonna put this out, and maybe they'll have word then. But right now, it's been really silent.
I like the matchup, the matchups tomorrow and Wednesday, because that means Kyle Manzardo's gonna be live. I don't need to see Kyle Manzardo versus Tarek Skubal. That's one of the few left-handed pitchers that I'm good. Okay. Kyle, you could sit this one out, dog. Crochet.
Okay, who do you think has better stuff? Out of curiosity, Skubal or the Pirates kid, Skeens?
Well, I actually have a funny story I have a funny stat about the Paul Skeens. If the Pirates had given Paul Skeens 3 runs of support in each of his 50 starts, he would be 32-5.
Jesus.
with 4 runs of run support in every start, he would be 35-1.
Yeah, that's disgusting, bro. He's so good. He's got the one blow-up start, I think.
Yeah, against Milwaukee.
Yeah.
But I think I'd still take Skubal, to be honest with you. I think
I was just talking about pure stuff because, like,
no, I know.
the only player to hit like a ball into whatever rivers are there in Pittsburgh is Manzardo. He's the only one that Skeens
I
ever
know.
given up.
I'm just saying I'd still take Skubal. I think the fact that he can run his fastball to 103 when he wants to, I think the changeup is
Best swing and miss pitch in baseball.
probably.
I mean, that's what it is. That's what the data says.
Then there we go.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a data point.
Can you imagine if like his slider was like a wipeout slider?
I think it is.
Or he had like a hammer curveball.
Yeah, I mean, I think he probably does. I don't know. I think all his shit's unhittable.
Yeah.
Personally.
I'll take either one, but if you made me choose, I'm taking Skubal.
Yeah, I'm a Skubal guy too.
I mean, how many left-handed arms do you see that throw 102?
Literally nobody.
Well, there's only like 2 of them that I can think of.
Yeah.
And the other one's the alien of all. He's the most freakiest baseball player of all time.
Bro said he just started locating his fastball this season.
Aroldis Chapman is the freakiest athlete in the history of baseball.
What do you think about that? Like them, because so his walks are way down, and they asked him why, and he said because his catcher just started randomly calling location on it.
Yeah.
Do you like that? Because I'm a belief that like just fucking spin that, just throw that thing, man.
He's I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about Aroldis Chapman. I don't understand.
Now he has blown 2 of his last 4.
I don't care, man. He's 34 years old?
Yeah, he went like 50 hitters that tried to retired 50 hitters without giving up a hit.
Like, I don't know, man. He's a freak, dude. Like,
yeah,
he's too big, he's too tall, he's too mobile, he's too athletic. Like, how are you still doing this long?
He shouldn't be. He's not supposed to.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
I don't think the voters will put him in, but I think he is. Yeah.
Does he have a steroid case?
No, he's got the domestic violence case.
Bro, we know that there's some dudes in the Hall of Fame with domestic violence. They just didn't get it caught.
We do know that. I think Aroldis. I mean, Aroldis is the best closer of this generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I think if you're the best closer of a generation, you deserve to get in.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Back to the
Guardians.
I want to give some flowers to Hunter Gaddis.
Okay.
He's back.
Yeah, he feels back.
He was up to 97. His slider was back up to 89. And the thing that you know that Hunter Gaddis is back is he was throwing his changeup again.
That's a field pitch for him.
100% a field pitch, and it's really good.
Yeah,
but like,
when he's feeling it,
he just looked fresh.
Mm-hmm.
He looked rejuvenated. He looked fresh. The ball was electric coming out of his hand. Like, I don't know, man. You know what's funny is I think they gave him a little bit of time off because, like, I was racking my brain and I was like, he hasn't pitched in a while.
Yeah,
like it's almost as if they decided, like, hey, man, take a week.
And that happens. You'll see that with relievers every now and again, guys that get a ton of usage.
But like, dude, this team's fun. I'm enjoying this ride that they're on. I still think they need too much help. I think honestly their best chance is to probably win the division. I think that's their best chance
over the wild card spot.
Yeah, which means they have to go 5-1 against Detroit.
You
got to sweep one of these series. I think you have to. And preferably, I'd rather them do it in Detroit.
The front
because
end.
If they sweep them in Detroit, it'll feel like the boogeyman. It's like, dude, we just cannot beat these guys.
Because it's in Detroit first, and then you're back home. Back home will be absolutely rocking if they sweep them in Detroit. That'll be hostile. Remember what Skubal said last year?
Yeah.
One of the more.
So they're Detroit 3 against Detroit. Then they have 4 against Minnesota. And then I think it's then 3 against Detroit again.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not right. I know they end in Texas. There's something in between the. There's a series in between the Tigers. Damn, who is it again? I'm racking my brain.
Let's look. Got the computer.
No, Detroit for 3, Minnesota for 4, Detroit for 3, Texas for 3. Yeah, 13 games. Oh, they got to face Joe Ryan one time in Minnesota.
I was going to say because we missed Joe Ryan.
Well, I mean, dude, this team is just like there's just a never say. And I wonder if it's that they're so young that they just don't even know. They're just playing.
Mm-hmm.
They're just going out there and playing and having fun and winning. I just need 5 more wins though. If they're not going to make the playoffs, just give me 5 more wins so I can hit my
over.
My season total over.
Hit the over.
Over was set at 82.5. They got 78. I feel pretty good about it. But the nice part is, I mean, they're on the road for 7 and they're home for 6. They get to finish the season at home.
That's what you want.
So, you know,
what is your confidence level to make the playoffs? Like 10%, 20%, 30%? Like where are you at with the playoffs?
I'm going to say 30. I just think they need too much help. Like even if they lose, even if they take 5 of 6 from Detroit, they still need Detroit to help them out. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's tough. So Detroit has Cleveland, Atlanta, at Cleveland, at Boston. So that's helpful.
Yeah.
I mean, Atlanta's a good. I don't know how Atlanta's bad, to be kind of honest with you. I don't get it.
They're really. I mean, they're a scary team, dog. Like you don't want to play them this time of year. Like we've seen them go pop off on some teams because they're so incredibly talented. Like Acuna out there is probably the single most talented player in baseball. Olsen playing for they can do some damage quickly out there.
Yep.
And they've got good pitching too, which is kind of underrated right now.
Yeah, I think it's just such a fascinating, why certain teams. Baseball's a funny game, man. It really is. It really is. I just wonder if you're ever going to see a team with a lower run differential make the playoffs than the Guardians will. If they make the playoffs, it's got to be one of the lowest run differentials in history to make the playoffs.
Yeah, what is it, -30 right now?
Right at -31. If they make the playoffs, they probably would. I would assume they'll be in the between
-25.
Yeah. I would say between -18 and 24, somewhere in there.
Definitely be on the low end. Rooting for them. We'll obviously have. I think our next episode will probably be very Guardians heavy because by then they would have played some baseball. Today, though, I do want to talk about the Browns.
Yeah,
big Browns guy, man. So the Browns lost to the Ravens over the weekend. None of us should be surprised by them losing. I mean, it's the Browns. You should never be surprised by them losing. It didn't look aesthetically pleasing. It didn't look fun. It didn't look like how we thought a loss would look like to them. But a loss was a loss. We did see some things. We saw Quinshon Judkins. But it does feel like they're relying a little bit too much on Flacco. I guess I want to open up by asking, before I ask your general thoughts on the game, do you have an issue with the splits? Because remember, I said last week that I was really bugged by having your 45 million-year-old quarterback drop back 45, 50 times. I thought that was going to, not a good brand of football. Do you worry that they're using him too much in the throw game?
Definitely. But I also know that they can't run the football. They can't run the football. That's the problem. Like, yes, Joe Flacco dropping back 47 times against the Ravens, not a recipe for success.
Disgusting.
But Quinshon Judkins, if you take away the 31-yarder he had in garbage time, he averaged 3.4 yards per carry. The team averaged 4 yards per carry without the 31-yard run.
That's good enough to keep running the ball, Tyler.
But you can't run the ball when you're down 41-10.
Yeah, I mean, to that point, but like 4 yards of carry is good, is running the ball well.
But the problem is they fell. But they were down by 21 points in the beginning of the third quarter.
No, I know, but it's like if you turn into that early, I don't know. I think you have to believe in running the ball, even when you go down double digits to start the game.
I mean, I guess you can say that, I guess, but like, I don't know, man. They can't run the ball. They can't really throw the
I
ball.
think they can run the ball, bro.
I don't think they can.
Dog, 4 yards of carry is good.
So the score, it was 10-3 at the half.
And how many attempts did he have by halftime?
I don't know that.
Let me look.
And then within a blink of an eye, it was 20-3 to start in the early parts of the third quarter.
And what was that sequence to get you to 20-3?
Field goal, touchdown on a 5-yard drive. That was the pick. And then we scored, so it was 20-10 going into the fourth quarter. So they still should have been running the ball in the third quarter. I'll give you that credit. But then this is what happened. Touchdown, scoop and score, touchdown. Within 7 minutes of the fourth quarter, it is 41-10.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I just think I think you're gonna get games like this ugly because you're throwing the ball too much. I think you're not close enough balance wise.
No, I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you at all.
It's pass, it's run, pass, 2 back-to-back incompletions. The third drive of the game. -4 yard pass, incompletion. What? I mean that is the third drive of the game. It is -4 yard pass, incompletion.
Well, when you fall behind the chains in this first play of the game, first play of the drive, you're kind
of. Well, yeah, I'm saying. And what was the first play of the drive?
Well, yeah, they ran a screen. Do you count like a screen pass as an outside run?
No, not in the
I
NFL.
I do. That's a run play. To me, that's a run play.
To me, that's that. I mean that.
Because it's not even, he has the ball for like less than a second in his hands. Were you really dropping back? He's not dropping back there. To me, that's a run play.
It's not a drop back, but it doesn't go towards the running balance because you run the ball to get like for linemen to get downhill and block instead of them running sideways then up.
Yeah. I don't listen, you're not wrong. I'm just like there's no
I mean, look, look the third drive. 7-yard run, 2-yard run, 6-yard run, 2-yard run. You're moving the ball. 1st and 10. You have 1st and 10 at the Cleveland's 43. Incompletion, block punt.
By the way, they almost took that Corey Bolkes' leg right off of him.
Yeah. Next drive.
He's our best player.
Next drive, you open up with an incompletion. Now, you did have the 26-yard pass in that drive, but it's like you're just you're trying to use the pass to set up the run. And here we go. This is a Tyler McCormick thing. You said that this team needs to use the run to set up the pass, right? Because you want this to be a play action offense. Correct. They are trying to use the pass to set up the run, and it's so backwards, and it's leading to ridiculous amounts of throwing the ball for Joe Flacco.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I mean, I said between 2022 and 2024, Joe Flacco was in the 91st percentile in play action pass. Kind of hard to play action pass when you don't really run the ball.
Bingo. This is what I was worried about. And this, I think, this is why I say the game flow is painful to watch. And this is where it's a Kevin Stefanski problem.
Yeah. I mean, well, we're going to get to Kevin Stefanski. Okay. We're going to get to there.
Do your thing, 21.
But like Joe Flacco was really bad. 25 of 45, 4.4 yards per completion.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you're over here talking about. I'm saying,
what happened to like Joe Flacco, the gunslinger with the big arm? It's really hard to throw the ball down the field when you're in 12 personnel and Cedric Tillman's on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Cedric Tillman is nobody's scared of anybody taking the top off of that defense. Nobody.
Correct.
So, like, the safeties can sit, instead of sitting 15 yards, they can sit 12 yards and keep everything in front of it. So now it's just congested. There's nowhere to go. And now that's turned Joe Flacco into check down Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't recognize this offense. This is not the Kevin Stefanski offense. I don't reckon, and I know he's calling the plays. You could see him on the sign that he's got a play sheet in front of him. He's calling the shit out of these plays. I don't recognize this at all. It makes no sense.
So what
It's
is
almost
it?
as like, do they not believe in the running backs? Do they not believe in the offensive line?
I mean, if you're throwing the ball for 4.4 yards per attempt and you're running the ball for 4 yards per attempt, just run the ball.
Yeah. The depth of target's probably less. It's probably not. It's probably worse.
It's disgusting.
I mean, I don't understand. He threw a horrible pick. He threw a rookie pick. He rolled out to the right under pressure and forced the ball into traffic and threw a pick. Handed the Baltimore Ravens another touchdown. That was such a rookie mistake. And then the one touchdown he threw should have been picked. The Ravens safety dropped the ball and it went right to Cedric Tillman in the end zone.
Cedric never opened Tillman.
They had 2 sacks. The offensive line allowed 2 sacks, 9 quarterback hits, and 7 tackles for loss. I mean, there's a clip out there. Wyatt Teller whiffed.
Yeah.
It's just like, to me, the offense and special teams handed the Ravens 21 points. If you take away those 21 points, now I don't hate doing that because it's like part of the game. But if you take away those 21 points, it's 20-17. And I'm not sitting here thinking about what I've been thinking about all day and getting ready to say what I'm about to say here in a few minutes.
Uh-oh.
Because, and maybe I still would, but like, this offense is lifeless. They have nothing to scare you. Not to mention Jerry Jeudy giving the Ravens the double birds before the game starts and then going out there and dropping a third down pass again. Like, cool, man. You guys all talked a lot of the Browns talked a lot of shit this week. A lot of shit.
They talk a lot, dude.
And they did not back it up at all. I mean, 41-17. I literally last week said that Browns don't get blown out. And look what happens. They get fucking blown out.
We thought that Vegas number was like kind of tempting at first.
I did. Thank God I didn't touch it. Didn't put it in my picks, even though, I'm waiting on this game that's being played right now to see if I can get over 500 for the week. And we can go over that at the end of this. But, like, dude, I don't understand. I don't recognize the offense. This is not the Kevin Stefanski offense. This is not who they were in 2023. It looks like he doesn't believe in the running backs.
But why would you believe in the quarterbacks more than the running backs, given what we've seen recently?
I don't know. Because he's probably like the rest of the Cleveland Browns fans that held on to the 5 magical games that Joe Flacco gave them in 2023. Browns fans look at Joe Flacco like they got their heart broken from their first love in high school. They're sitting in their bed with a picture of the girl hugging it and be like, I miss you.
He gets treated like he won a Super Bowl here.
Because that's how low the standard is. The standard in Cleveland is so low. So low. Just make it to if you make it to the playoffs, you're a hero.
It was fun. That run was really fun. I'll give Browns fans credit for acknowledging how fun that run was.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that was fun.
Great. Cool.
Tyler's not here for the fun. He wants to win something before he
I'm trying to I'm trying to win something, but I also just look like a competent organization.
Yeah.
To me, it's almost like I really am starting to wonder if they wanted Kenny Pickett to be the guy, but he got hurt in training camp. It never got to play. Do you think Kenny Pickett wins then the game against the Bengals? It's super hypothetical. It's such a hard question to answer.
I think he might give him a better shot, But I hate saying Kenny Pickett could win anything. Like I just would feel icky like that sentence coming out of my mouth.
But also, the same point, if the Browns thought they were going to they could win games this year, and they went into the season with thinking that it's either Joe Flacco or Kenny Pickett's going to take them to the playoffs, what the hell were we talking about?
That too. I think they're trying to win to be like, hey, Miles, we tried to do it, but look at all these injuries and look what happened.
Stop catering to Myles Garrett.
Well, he's the one you have to cater to, right?
No,
He's
you don't. He knew exactly what he was signing up for.
He asked to be catered to. Like he wanted to be wine and dined, did he not?
He did. But you cater to him by giving him the contract. But you had no obligation to like go and like this is what you if Myles Garrett actually got sold on Kenny Pickett or Joe Flacco, shame on him. I don't feel bad for you at all. I still don't feel bad for you, but I especially like if that's what you believed in,
yeah.
You got sold a pile of shit thinking it was food.
Yeah, being sold and betting the rest of your NFL prime on Kenny Pickett or Joe Flacco, boy, go to hell.
That's insane to think about.
That's an insane career decision.
But like, nobody here is stupid. 40 M's a year? And like, don't get it twisted. Like, he's balling. He's got 4 sacks already.
He looks the part. We talked. I think your prediction before the year was like 16 sacks for him.
He was gonna set the Browns record.
Yeah,
or his own record, I believe.
I believe it's breaking his own personal. But I don't know. I have to double check.
I said 16 or 17 sacks. I mean, he's balling out of control. He's literally ruining drives by himself, and it's just like it's great, but I don't understand the plan for this year. I don't understand what they're doing. What do you do with the quarterback situation now? Because it's very clear to me that, like, I don't know if it's very clear that Flacco's old. It's not the same Flacco. It's not the same offense. This offense looks like it's more for Dylan Gabriel than it is for Joe Flacco.
You saw Dylan go in and not look bad.
He went 3 for 3 and threw a touchdown. Like, it was garbage time, so I'm not really giving him that much credit for that.
I mean, it's not everything, but it's not nothing.
But it looks like Joe Flacco has a big arm. Like, he wants to throw the ball down the field. Give him those opportunities to do that.
Yeah.
But, like, this check down stuff is what we thought Dylan Gabriel was. This offense doesn't look that complicated also. Like, from a passing scheme standpoint, it doesn't look that complicated. If he can't, if they're not sure he can run this, what are we doing?
Do we deserve to be here?
Like, I think personally, you play Gabriel as soon as you think he's ready to go out there. I don't care if it's next week. I don't care if it's in 2 weeks. You know,
I guess the question is then, like, do you acknowledge that, like, Joe Flacco is not good enough to go out there, but we just have to stick with him until one of the other guys are ready?
Correct. I think that's exactly what's happening right now.
Okay, well, the other side of it is, like, or do you do the thing where, like, you go with one of the other guys unless they're better than Flacco, which might be right now?
Oh, I think, yeah, absolutely. I think it's right now. It's just like when it's more about protecting the kid and making sure that he's ready.
Protecting the kid rather than playing the best available.
Correct.
Okay.
But it doesn't, like, when you lose in the NFL, when you lose by 24 points, like, it's a whole reckoning. It's like a whole, like, holy shit.
That's a college team losing by 40. You double it.
Yeah. That's exactly what that is. It's like, what is happening?
Mm-hmm.
It was embarrassing. They weren't even close. They didn't look competitive. Nothing about that performance screamed like we are, we're a competing organization in the NFL.
Are you going to be okay just kind of sitting through misery? Because that's what it's going to be until one of the young guys is ready. Like people are acting like this game was a huge shocker. People are acting like that this offense is a huge shocker, but we see the roster. Like, you can look at the roster and be like,
I said the roster stunk before the season started.
Right.
It's just like,
so Tyler, why is everybody acting surprised? Why is everybody trying to, like, rush to?
Because I think I don't know what it is. I think it's different from the NFL from college, but like for some reason, I think every fan base, like there's a portion of a fan base that always like there's always a chance. Because in football and the NFL, it's like it kind of is like that any given Sunday. But like in college football, it's like it's not any given Saturday.
Like the elite teams are penciled in for 9 wins a year, guaranteed.
Yeah, so it's like it's not that. In the NFL, like you feel like there's always a chance, and like I said, there's a perfect scenario. I said when we did our Browns preview, I said the offense is Kevin Stefanski's offense. Joe Flacco, which means the running game's there. Not happening because they're not running it enough. Joe Flacco doesn't look like a 40-year-old quarterback. He looks like a 40-year-old quarterback. And 2 of the offensive line stays healthy. Not happening either. Jack Conklin already missed the game.
Yeah.
And then DeJuan Jones had to be rotated because he was too hot. Chris, the highest temperature it got to was 82 degrees.
Dude, that's really the funniest shit I ever heard. We had to rotate because it was too hot. When literally 80 degrees is perfect football weather.
That was the peak temperature, 82 at 1:58 p.m. It was peak temperature of the day at 82 degrees.
So we're probably sitting 77 most of the game.
You fat ass. What? What is wrong with you, DeJuan? Are you kidding me?
He's unserious about the sport.
That is so unserious, bro.
Unserious.
And like, there's a small portion of me that wants to believe that that was not in his control. They made the decision for him. I want to believe that to be true. I want to believe in DeJuan Jones. But like, and I want to believe that there's this portion of where Kevin Stefanski's like, we got to take care of the big boy.
Got to take care of the big dog. He's hot. He looks hot out there.
We got to rotate him in and cool him off. 82 degrees? Are you kidding me?
Bro, if you don't drink a smoothie.
It's just like, and that's just another thing. Like, that doesn't happen. Also, like, why is that even being reported? Why is that even getting out?
He could have just he could have kept that one in the tank.
Like, why did he even, like, they could have said, like, we were, looking at other options, or we were looking like
we were just looking, like, trying to like mix match, like make sure we're in the best scenario for our quarterback is all I had to say.
But
I would rather him said that DeJuan is nursing an injury and they didn't want to overextend him than
just say he was fighting through an injury and like this was the best. Like, say that. Yeah. Not only does it protect you to look like a competent organization, but it also protects him from idiots like me saying that he's a fat ass and needs to get in better shape.
Fat ass.
It's just like, those are the things that they're just, the Browns are like, you don't see any other organization in the NFL do things like that. You just don't. So it leads me to this point. Since 2023, they're top 5 in penalties in the NFL. They had the most turnovers in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
They were last in points per game in 2024. Worst offense in the NFL in 2024. Kevin Stefanski promotes Tommy Rees from tight ends coach to offense coordinator. A guy who was on the offensive staff that was a part of the worst offense in the NFL. Who does that? Who promotes from the worst performing unit in the NFL?
He's got to be really good at interviews.
Incredible.
He like the jobs he's been able to land. He keeps getting fired and landing up. It's unbelievable.
He's about to be the next coach at UCLA. Watch. That's my hot take.
Yeah, I mean, remember he got fired from Notre Dame and then landed as the Alabama offensive coordinator. Think about that, Tyler.
So should I start above Stefanski or start with Stefanski? I'm going to start above him, actually.
Okay.
Paul T. Podesta needs to go. I'm talking like, I can't fire Jimmy Haslam. Obviously, he's the owner. So let's go one step down. Paul DePodesta needs to go. First of all, that is a baseball guy.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody doesn't know, Jonah Hill was the character that played him in the movie Moneyball. That was him. He's a baseball guy, not a football guy. Okay? He's the one that hired Andrew. He's been here since 2016. How have those draft classes gone?
Literally horrible, dude.
Horrible.
Like bad.
The only good pick they made is Myles Garrett, if you think about it.
And that was a no-brainer. Like, that's like drafting LeBron. You don't get credit for that.
No.
Like,
Okay.
we all knew how good of a prospect you were. You just
like, have there been some like good like pieces that they've drafted? Sure, but like the highlight ball DePodesta since 2016 is Myles Garrett, which was a literal layup.
Yeah, like that's drafting LeBron. You don't get credit for that.
He hired Andrew Berry, and Andrew Berry hired Stefanski. Okay.
Yeah.
So Paul DePodesta doesn't even live in Cleveland. He doesn't even live where the team that employs him. He lives in San Diego. This isn't some remote job.
No.
You don't get to be president of football operations from across the country. What is this, some hybrid role that you find on Indeed?
Yeah, Blood really figured out a way to work remote.
Okay. Then we look at Andrew Berry. You do, and the big thing with DePodesta and Andrew Berry is you guys created the mess.
Mm-hmm.
Never in the history of the NFL has a front office been allowed to fix the mess that they created. It's never happened. They don't get the opportunity. You just get fired, and your replacement has to come in and fix everything.
Yeah, your replacement comes in, cleans up the mess, and then a lot of times, like, gets like 2 years after cleaning up the mess to fix things, and then either create their own mess or create their own success. You never get to clean up your own mess.
No.
Okay, so you got to hit on your quarterbacks. You got to hit on your coaches.
Moving forward, they have 10 draft picks next year. 10. 2 in the first round, 2 probably in the top 10. Okay? Wyatt Teller, Ethan Poches, Joe Bitonio, all unrestricted free agents. Joe Bitonio is 100% retiring.
Yeah, he won't retire this time.
So your interior of your line, gone. Basically a brand new offensive line. Njoku, unrestricted free agent. I mean, if you're an unrestricted free agent, there's no way you sign here, right?
No.
And you're not going to pay David Njoku the money that he thinks that he's gonna want.
Mm-mm.
You can't. Oh, not to mention, you're going to have to pay Deshaun Watson $80 million next year. So the cap space that you have right now and all the money coming off the books, gone to the guy who's not even going to play.
That's a huge. I think that's the largest cap hit in NFL history next year.
By far. Got to be by far. If there's a higher one, I'd be stunned.
Well, I think that Aaron Rodgers has one that was really high. So but I'm sure Deshaun's is higher because it's like the fully guaranteed joint.
And if DeJuan Jones can't play in 82-degree weather, he can't be my franchise left tackle either.
Okay.
And then Jack Conklin
I think that's a pretty fair prerequisite, Big Talk.
Yeah. Sorry for being a harsh critic.
If I got to load manage you and it's under 85 degrees, dog, you cannot be my left tackle.
And then obviously there's Jack Conklin, and like I don't need to talk about that anymore. Like the dude just is made of absolute glass. Like, dog, just retire. Enjoy your life with your kids and your family. Like, I want you to be able to walk when you're 40.
Yeah. And
so
not have 4 flavors of CTE.
You have to recreate an entire offensive line. Brand new. Are you going to let Andrew Berry fix all that and basically infuse a new offensive roster?
You literally just said you do not get a chance to clean up your own mistake. I do not want to let Andrew Berry, because like drafting, constructing an offensive line is so difficult to do.
Not only are you going to have to do it in the draft, you're going to have to do it in free agency, and you're going to have to like put the pieces together. And like, not to mention like the time that it takes for an offensive line to gel. I mean, Ethan, like those 3 guys in the interior are playing together for 5 years.
Yeah.
Like they do this all the time. They've been doing this for 5 years. And like the age and the wear and tear have caught up.
Mm-hmm.
They're just not very good anymore.
And you're
So
allowed to not be good after you've been playing football for this long, just for the record.
correct. So DePodesta goes, Andrew Berry goes. As far as Stefanski, I said what the stats they've had, the direct head coaching stats, which is penalties and turnovers. Not to mention he's also been the play caller. So they're last in points per game. They're going to be last in points per game this year. Do you know that they've, in the first 2 games this year, they have outgained the Bengals and the Ravens by 266 yards?
Have they really?
Outgained both teams by 266 yards combined. And lost both games. They're currently on an 8-game losing streak where they've averaged 13.1 points per game.
Ew.
In those 4 games, the quarterbacks have thrown for an average of 236.4 yards per game with 10 touchdowns and 17 interceptions.
Dog, this is making me not want to watch this team for the rest of the season.
Last time they scored 20-plus points, Chris, week 13 last year at Denver.
How many points?
20.
Ew. It sounded like Stefanski's worse than everybody thought.
Yeah. That's kind of what it is.
That's what it is.
I'll openly admit that I believed in Stefanski. I was like, it's in there. I've watched it. He's been 2-time coach of the year. He went to the playoffs with 4 different starting quarterbacks in a season in 2023. I've seen the good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been 6 years and he's 4 games under 500 as a head coach.
Yeah.
And he's been in the playoffs twice. So I can't do the highs with the lows. And I think Kevin Stefanski is an NFL head coach. I do.
And the highs aren't the same as the lows. His highs aren't high enough for how low the lows are.
The one playoff game that he gets credit for, he wasn't even fucking there. He had COVID against the Steelers. He wasn't even there. He was at home.
Right.
So the games that he's been on the actual sideline for the playoffs, 0-2.
That's right. That's nuts, actually.
And not to mention, routinely, we are the worst special teams team in the NFL.
That's
almost every year. Come on, man. I can't do it anymore. And even if you like Stefanski, if you fire DePodesta and Barry, Stefanski is also getting fired.
Correct.
Just by natural cause.
Well, because to hire a GM, they're going to want a pretty clean slate because they don't want to have to inherit the mess and not have full freedom to wipe it out, right?
Correct. The bottom line is this. Until you find the quarterback, it doesn't matter. None of this matters. You have to have the quarterback. We all think that Bill Belichick is the greatest football coach in NFL history, right? He's the greatest football coach in NFL?
Yeah. Him and
what did he do without Tom Brady? Nothing.
Nada.
You have to have the guy. Andy Reid couldn't make it to the Super Bowl. Now he goes there every year.
He got the quarterback.
Donovan McNabb was a great quarterback. Couldn't make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Now he has Patrick Mahomes. It's an annual trip.
Mm-hmm.
You might as well just he probably looked at his wife classic. I'll see you at the end of February.
It's the Chiefs Classic, the Chiefs Invitational.
Yeah, it's just like the Commanders, 4 wins in 2023. They draft Jaden Daniels, NFC title game.
Boom.
Houston, the Deshaun Watson debacle, pick themselves off the ground, draft C.J. Stroud, playoffs back-to-back years.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. So at the end of the day. Do you believe that Andrew Berry can draft the right quarterback? No, you can't. Nothing tells you that you can. He has never shown you that he can make the right decision. The only first-round pick he's made 2 first-round picks, Jed Wills and Mason Graham. Jed Wills isn't even on the fucking team anymore.
I hate Jed Wills. That was my least favorite pick of all time. By the way,
the worst part about it is Tristan Wirfs was the next offensive lineman drafted, who also was a right tackle in college, moved to left tackle. He's great. They won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
dude, until that happens, but at the same time, though, so you bring in a general manager, hires a head coach, they take these 10 draft picks, but they have no money in free agency because they're paying Deshaun Watson $80 million. What can you do with that? They need more draft capital.
Tyler, you're about to enter dangerous territory. You're about to say some triggering words to some fans.
Denzel Ward, trade him this year before he gets another concussion. I think you can maybe get a first for him, but I definitely think you can for sure get at least a second.
You can
a
get
good
a first.
second round pick.
I think you can get.
I think
first
you can get a first.
It has
I
to be from
think
a
you
contender who feels like they're corner short.
I think you can get a first, but I know I can get a second for Denzel Ward.
Yeah.
Right. I'm also listening. I'm putting it out there that Myles Garrett's available. I need 3 first round picks. I need 3 firsts or 2 firsts and 2 seconds. I'm like by the time a new regime puts together an offensive roster that can be a competent offense, this defense will no longer be great. Not even elite, just great.
Mm-hmm.
They won't. Myles Garrett, this contract, he will never experience a good offense. They're going to have a brand new quarterback, a brand new offensive line, 2 rookie running backs, and nobody to fucking throw the ball to.
Yeah, it's a disaster.
So what do?
I mean, you have to move them for parts, right?
I'm calling Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
The contract is done. He has the contract. You have the Jerry Jones, you have the draft capital. You just got it from the Green Bay when you let go of Micah Parsons.
So give us a slice of that.
I need the whole slice.
I need the whole pie.
The whole pie. I'm not sitting out here saying trade Myles Garrett for nothing. I'm saying I need 3 firsts. If you can find some idiot to give you 3 firsts, you take it. There's no way that anybody would say no to that. I mean, as a Browns fan, would it hurt to trade Myles Garrett? But if I knew I was getting 3 firsts, dude.
What if a team comes back with, all right, 2 firsts?
2 firsts and 2 seconds.
Bingo. That's what I would say.
If you're going to say 2 firsts, I need 2 seconds. That's 4. We're talking about 4 picks in the top 60.
And a quick rebuild. Like that's what you're aiming for. You're aiming for a quick rebuild.
You'd have to stagger them. You'd have to do, because you can't have all these same contracts.
No, that
coming up at the same time.
Yeah,
right?
that puts you in cap hell a little bit.
You need to stagger these like
2-2.
You need like 2026, 2027, and maybe 2028, just so you have 3 in a row. But like that's how they had to do this. And then they're gonna. But the thing about it is they are in 2027 in the off season between 2026 and 2027. They're gonna have an ass load of money to mess around with. So much money.
Correct.
So like, what I'm saying is we're entering another rebuild. So don't if we're gonna enter a rebuild,
so don't put it off.
Don't like dip your toe into the rebuild.
Cannonball in that bitch.
Just dive in head first.
Yeah.
And get assets to improve the roster. What's the point of having an elite defense when you can't score anything? It's not like where you have a great defense and the offense is just good enough.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to have a great defense, you can't turn the ball over and you can't commit penalties. We do that better than anybody.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to go. There's nothing they can do. The Deshaun it's not even mild. It's like the Deshaun Watson thing. It set this franchise back 5 years. I mean, we're looking at our second rebuild in 8 years. What's the point? Myles Garrett is a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer. He's going to the Hall of Fame first ballot. He's the best pass rusher in football in his era. He's dominant. He's the freakiest. He's one of the freakiest of all the freaks.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, though, unfortunately, the pieces around him have never helped him win. I don't know what else there is to do. You're gonna have to rebuild, so just rebuild. The only way you can get out of this is if the only way you can is that there is a diamond in the a sure diamond quarterback in this 2026 class, and so far we haven't seen it.
We just don't know if there's one yet.
And we watch a lot of college football between the two of us.
We do.
So like,
and a crown is going to emerge. There's just not a clear cut one yet.
You know, I would love for Myles Garrett to be a part of it, but between the offensive line reconstruction and the Deshaun Watson contract, I don't know how they're going to be able to do it. Like if you had the 2021 offensive line for the Browns, then yes, you are a quarterback and a decent number 2 receiver away from like being competitive. But I don't think people understand how hard it is to rebuild an entire offensive line. That's going to take a long time.
Or it's going to take a big gamble, right?
And it has to hit.
Yeah.
And when does it ever hit from Cleveland?
Andrew. Yeah.
Or I can't watch this regime anymore. Like I'm going to give Jimmy Haslam credit. He stuck this out. He gave them more time than any regime he's had. Like it just didn't work.
Yeah.
This group didn't work. And the fact that Paul DePodesta, I'm leading the charge on him getting fired. No, but this guy is getting off scot-fucking-free, and I'm not having it.
So you're leading the charge. That's you.
I can't do it, man.
It's funny because he doesn't get talked about at all.
No, he doesn't get talked about enough. And like he orchestrated this whole thing. He's the leader of this analytical movement for the Browns. This is his organization.
What do they say? The movie villain versus the real villain?
Yes. This is the guy behind the scenes that nobody wants to talk about. He's the analytic guy. Everything they've done with him under control has been about numbers, analytics, and not about football talent. When John Dorsey got shown the door, Paul DePodesta stepped in.
Yeah.
And there was a complete 180 on how this organization was ran as far as acquiring talent, drafting, and everything else.
Well, they try to go back to like how Sashi set them up for success.
Yeah, and look what happened.
Sashi died so that Dorsey could take off.
Yeah. And I tell you what, man, people say all the things they want about John Dorsey, but he made it work. He made it shake, and they were talented. They were undisciplined as hell, but they were talented.
But the culture thing was more about like the coaching staff, I think, because I don't think it's the GM's job to fit culture. I think coaches, that's their job, fit culture.
There was Jarvis, there was Odell, there was Nick Chubb, there was Baker Mayfield.
And
they were talented.
Yeah,
they were absolutely talented.
Kareem Hunt, they had the guys, man.
So
that was a good rant, dude. You're in rare form today.
Yeah, the good news. I have some good news is that I went 3-2 on my NFL picks this week because the Buccaneers just won the game.
Did they? What did Mecca do?
Mecca had 4 catches for 29 yards and a touchdown, so wasn't enough for you, bub. Chris and I are playing each other in fantasy this week.
We actually didn't talk any shit about it this week.
Yeah, because both our teams are kind of ass.
Well, my team's always ass to start the year, but I still got that crown next to my name, so.
Yeah. Brock Bowers. I need Brock Bowers to seal the deal for me. You got Justin Herbert going, though. So Chris is down 17.2 points. He's got Justin Herbert going. I got Brock Bowers going in this game. I like my chances for this week 2 win. But my team is not great. It's not performing very well.
I'll be a second half team, and I think everybody makes the playoffs, right?
No. Top 4. So
so I gotta pick it up.
Yeah,
that's what happened last
year. I did. I
was outside the top 4 and I picked it up. But what you got?
So I had the Giants Dallas game. Dallas won but didn't cover. Correct.
Yes.
I had the Bears Lions. I picked the Lions to cover, and they beat that ass.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Bears worse than the Ravens beat the Browns.
They went belt to ass.
Yes, they put up a 50 burger on Chicago.
People were wondering if they were going to be able to get it done without Ben Johnson, but they went crazy against Ben Johnson. And JT Barrett's the quarterback coach in Chicago, if you didn't know.
Yikes, not a good look for him. But he also got a raw deal with Caleb Williams.
If anybody was going to fix Caleb, it was going to be him. So if he can't fix Caleb, no one can.
The one game that we should talk about is I also had the Bengals -3.5 against the Jags. Didn't cover. Joe Burrow's out for 3 months.
Yeah. Do you know where Jake Browning went to school?
No.
Washington. He made.
Oh, that's right.
He made a 14 playoff at Washington.
Yeah. Who has it worse, the Browns or the Bengals?
Bengals.
Do you think the Bengals have it worse because they have their quarterback and they still can't figure it out?
They have a quarterback and they have 2 top 10 receivers.
And they still can't figure it out.
They're still food.
Damn, that's tough.
Yeah. Like, imagine, like, you draft the right quarterback. You find the right receivers.
But you just don't draft any offensive lineman. You just don't believe in offensive linemen. You don't even
draft offensive linemen. They're just food, all of them.
You just don't believe in developing them, and you don't believe in having good offensive linemen.
Literally, they're standing.
In fact, you might as well just not even have him out there.
If Joe dies, he dies.
Sad. I saw a thing today that somebody compared Joe Burrow to Andrew Luck.
No, dude. I would say it's that, but like the thing about Indy is that they gave him structure. Andrew Luck just played a very reckless style of football, and no one wanted to talk about it because the young man's an engineer.
Yeah, that's true.
Joe Burrow is just welcome back Carson Palmer. Like we've literally seen this exact thing before, exact same structure. I mean, AJ Green, TJ Hujimazada, like they're dudes.
That's true. Chad Johnson was on that team.
Yeah, well, Chad Johnson, not AJ Green. AJ Green was Andy Dalton. But like welcome back Carson Palmer.
That's true. The other game
real quick, another quick welcome back. Welcome back, Peyton Hillis. Cam Scatterboo. Thick ass Cam.
No neck having boy.
No neck.
I got the Bucks +2.5 at the Texans. They just won.
Bingo.
I think the Bucks are legit, man.
Me too. Baker.
The other one that I picked the Eagles +1.5 at the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Are we looking at the next like dynasty?
Not dynasty, but really, really competitive, like that run of Saints teams.
But like, I think they're going to win more than one Super Bowl.
I would like to see it. I don't think they are.
Why don't you think they are?
I just think at some point that team is going to have a really sputtery day offensively in a postseason. You know what? I just don't believe in them. I don't think they're good enough to win multiple Super Bowls.
We'll see. They got the Chiefs number. Do you think this is the year that the Chiefs don't make it to the Super Bowl?
I hope so.
I'm saying, do you think that? Not no, do you hope so?
I think that I don't think they'll make it to the Super Bowl.
You think it's Lamar and Josh's time?
Yeah, I think it's their turn. That's the Skip Bayless meme. It's my turn.
I really wish. I got to be honest with you, though. If the Browns have to die for Ohio State to be great, I'll take it.
If they die, they die.
Because if it means a Ryan Day dynasty, sign me up, brother.
Yeah.
I don't have it hear me out, but I have a question for you. It's a basketball question.
Ooh.
Pika Powers.
Oh,
you got to cut one.
I love Pika Powers questions.
Pika Powers, you got to cut one. Allen Iverson.
Okay.
Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
Derrick Rose.
See you later, Kyrie Irving.
Damn, that hurts my heart, man.
I'm sorry, bro. The thing is, like absolute Pika Powers, I will catch you on the flip side, big dog. I like you. I think you're cool. But like everybody else you just mentioned was A1A on very, very good teams.
Yeah, I mean, they all won MVPs except for Kyrie.
Yeah. Like Russell Westbrook, Vegas didn't think they were going to make the postseason after Kevin Durant left. He averaged a triple-double for the whole year. And like people said, oh, well, he's stat padding, dog. He had to literally put them on the back to win. The AI peak of powers was absurd. Like, we're just talking about like peak of powers, and we know Derrick Rose. Oh,
Peak of
we'll never
powers.
forget,
Who was the best of those?
definitely peak of powers, Russell Westbrook. But
I'm taking Derrick Rose. I think peak of powers, Derrick Rose. I think if Derrick Rose didn't have the worst knees in the history of sports, he was going to be the greatest point guard of all time.
I mean, honestly, like if God would have just gave Derrick Rose, Meg Thee Stallion's knees, we would have been talking about baby Michael Jordan. But that's neither here nor there. What I will say is, dude, wait a second. You don't remember this, but do you remember I came over to your house when I was my mom like texted, I think your dad, and I went over to your house. I was still in school, and I brought my iPad over, and all I wanted to do was show you these like Russell Westbrook highlights and Derrick Rose highlights on my iPad that I made because I had them saved on there, and you were not very interested. But I just remember as a kid having those. And that was like my first like time like video editing.
I don't remember that, but I believe you.
I was at your house and we played Mario Kart, and then you talked to me about the importance of listening to my mom.
I'm sure I also dominated you in Mario Kart.
Didn't dominate me.
I absolutely did.
Didn't dominate me.
The nunchucks. Oh,
Tyler didn't dominate me.
I was beating the Japanese kids at their own game. Can I say that out loud?
Yeah, dude, that's fine. I mean, because like the Japanese world titles for that game, it was every year. Like they were on the leader, like the top. If you go to global leaderboards, it was just all the Japanese and Chinese names up there.
Yeah, and then me.
I never saw you up there, but that's neither here nor there. I would, I don't really have it. Hear me out. I have a complaint. I was at volleyball today, and they were playing like sad music the entire time at volleyball. I can't get amped up for volleyball if you're playing me sad music.
What kind of music is for volleyball?
Well, I was a DJ, and they used to let me have the aux, and I played Rail the Young OG, and I played Lil Baby, and I played Lil Durk and them, and then people complained that it was a family setting, and so I lost my privileges. But today, I was serving, and literally like, when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it. And I had to stop. I'm like, Brad, I can't get amped up to this. I started singing along, and guess what we did today, Tyler? We lost 6 straight games.
I feel like volleyball music is like
I'll take some Pitbull.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Like some
Calvin Harris.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a ska music.
What is a ska?
It's like the upbeat alternative rock, like reggae mix. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was a whole bunch of sad music, bro. And I was really like, yeah, like sad.
Yeah. Now, Lil Baby and Lil Durk, that was not on my bingo card for volleyball music. But hey.
Oh, bro, it was going.
You'd ask me if you're playing pickup basketball? Like, yeah, absolutely. I can see what you're
I remember the line that got it shut off was Rio said, I walked past his bitch. She said I stink. It's because I got dog shit on me. And they said this gotta get turned off.
Turn it off.
I think he said something about fucking somebody's granny, and they came over and they were like, "Hey,
you're gonna need to cut that out. You're gonna have to cut that out,
bro." I'll never forget, dude. Like we were playing in the second game, and like me and my team, like we all listened to that kind of stuff, so we're all laughing, like listening to it, like bobbing our heads. And some of their team said, "Whose fucking trash music is this?"
Yeah, you might have to cut this whole segment out.
My fault. A lot of cussing, bro. I'm tired. That's Tyler. I'm Chris.
Peace.